a couple recent posts, a couple videos of my car. I've got a lot of questions about what the exhaust setup is on it. A lot of people ask for videos on a more in-depth look on the exact setup because it is a little bit unique. Currently, I have my car all torn apart because we are doing a transmission swap to a spare that I had. Fifth gear was kind of grinding a little bit and making a lot of noise. We are doing a lot of prep work to the car for Lake George Nationals, which is coming up in a week or so. Doing the final thrash just to get everything tuned and ready and rolling 100%, hopefully. So I figured this was a good time to film a quick video because I have it all torn apart from the car and sprawled out on the driveway here. The setup is very basic. Again, like I said, it's a little bit unique. Something I haven't seen yet. Started off with a 3-inch Mac Pro chamber that I had to adapt. That way the inlet flanges were smaller and they would fit the BBK long tube headers. When I bought it, obviously it's old because it's an old setup and it needed a little bit of work, so I've had to throw some beads on there just to kind of seal it up a little better. Of course, the exits of the Mac Pro chamber setup actually bolt right up to the Mac Pro chamber mufflers with turn down tips. That way those still bolt up, but I was able to take the front parts that I cut off and then flip them around, weld 3-inch V-band clamps. Basically, I can quickly swap out any exhaust setup I want, any muffler setup, as long as it has a 3-inch V-band clamp. So any mufflers that I end up actually buying, I always weld a 3-inch V-band clamp, so that way I can quickly swap it out when I get bored or have an idea or whatever. So for this setup specifically, I had two 90s and two 45s, stainless 3-inch pieces. So I welded 3-inch V-band clamps, kind of crappily mitered and chopped them up so they'd exit the car in the right way. I took the 45s and squished them in the press that I have, so it kind of has a little bit of an oval shape, so that way it has a little bit more ground clearance. The key to this whole system, though, it might look like it's a complete straight pipe setup, which I did initially have this set up as a complete straight pipe, no mufflers. And honestly, I just took it to the next town over. It was so ear-piercingly loud that I was actually embarrassed to even drive it. So I immediately had to take it off. And a buddy of mine had CC inserts, which are technically for putting in the ends of header collectors, so you can run open headers, but still take away that initial ear-piercing noise. So right after this V-band clamp, this section here has baffle inserts. And in between the baffle inserts are steel wool to create kind of like a homemade muffler. So these are still loud, but they took away that initial ear-piercing pitch that just made me hate it. So now it's at a point where it sounds like a full-blown race car, but it's not so bad that you can't cruise it down the highway and can't not think. So we're just about ready to throw the exhaust setup back on. We got the trans all back in. I'll give you a first look of kind of how the whole setup looks, how it clears the subframe connectors, and then we'll give you some sound clips. This is it on the car itself. Like I said, you got the BBK long tube headers to a 3-inch Mac Pro chamber. Then the 90s come back, they kind of swoop down. That way they can go under the rear subframe. The exit right in front of the tire right there. They're running underneath these rear torque boxes. There's probably about 3/8 of an inch or so of clearance, so there's plenty of clearance. My car is pretty low, so it does scrape on certain things, especially a big hump in my driveway right there pulling in. Also, for those of you that are not familiar with the setup on this car, it is a freshly built 351 Windsor, bored and stroked to a 408 cubic inch that I built by myself. A trick flow single plane to Promax Project X 210s, Eagle rotating assembly, Molly pistons, Howard's cam, full MSD ignition, a Brawler 750. I always wanted to try a Trans Am Racing Series inspired side exit on any car whatsoever, but especially on the FOXBODY, I just thought it would be a unique look, a unique sound, something a little different. Don't get me wrong, the old school Mac mufflers sound awesome. The Spintex sound phenomenal on these cars. These small block Fords just really don't sound terrible with any exhaust setup. But I just wanted something that kind of stood out from the rest of them. People had questions on how I routed the side dumps under the car. So there you go. I'll end this video with some sound clips. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask them. Thank you guys for watching. Headphone users beware.